Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for Fallout Cookbook Recipes episode 26. It has been an extremely long time since I've done a Fallout recipe, especially one from the actual cookbook, because I've been much more heavily utilizing the Destiny cookbook. And then stuff is more expensive to find these days. But we are actually returning to the Fallout recipe cookbook recipe book today, however you want to call it, with Vim Refresh. Here is a tasty drink from Vim Pop Incorporated. This refreshing apple-teeny inspired cocktail is perfect for that 5 o'clock feeling, no matter where you are. At the local tap house, hunkered with your family in fear as the sound of nuclear death rains down around you, lounging in our state-of-the-art vaults. You'll always find a good excuse to enjoy this recipe. We will see about that. It requires a single 1-inch piece of fresh ginger that has been peeled and thinly sliced, a half a cup of vodka, half a cup of apple schnapps, a splash of sweet vermouth, however that's pronounced, ice, and some apple slices for garnishing. This is an easy difficulty recipe, 1 to 3 days of prep, 10 minutes of cooking, serves 2, pairs well with mulled pears, and will provide us +1 strength for 30 minutes. Okay guys, so actually the only thing we can do on the first day is to peel and slice the ginger and combine it in an airtight container with the vodka. So I actually got this brand new peeler, and I think this one, I imagine it's going to work better than the really bad one that I have in here. Yeah, that's a lot better than the one I already owned. So the one I already owned, at the time I was a lot less knowledgeable, and I mean, it sometimes gets the job done, just barely. Oh, well, there goes the ginger. It's a slippery little thing. Probably should be wearing my cut-resistant gloves that I got while doing this, because I know I could probably hurt myself again. Alright, that peeler works a lot better. That is a piece of ginger about 1 inch long has been peeled. Now, we just need to slice it very thinly. I hope this is considered thin enough. These are pretty thin little slices. Ginger's a little bit tough to cut through. This isn't my best knife, but it is a little tough to cut through. Okay. So I'm going to put these in an airtight container, Tupperware. And now we simply need to add in half a cup of vodka. Alright, half a cup of vodka. Now, we're just going to seal this off. Now that's sealed, we're going to shake it gently. And now we need to sit it in a cool, dark place for 1 to 3 days. Alright guys, I've actually set it down in the cabinet where I keep the potatoes that I'm currently letting sprout so I can plant them in the spring, which might be when this is going up anyway. So now we're going to come back in 1 to 3 days for the remainder of the recipe. Alright guys, so the vodka ginger mixture has rested for at least 24 hours in a cool dark place. So now we're going to need to combine this with the schnapps, the vermouth, and some ice into a cocktail shaker. So I'm going to start getting that prepped. Alright guys, we got our cocktail shaker filled with ice. We have our half a cup of apple flavored schnapps. I don't think I've ever consumed schnapps before, so we're going to see how that goes. We actually have to separate the ginger from the vodka, so I am going to do my best to do that here. Yeah, it's going to work fine. Perfect. So we put this in, along with a splash of the vermouth. Splash is just like a little bit of it. I don't know the exact measurements of it, but I think I got it there. So now I've got 2 chilled glasses out, as this makes 2 servings total. So put that in, shake it for 10 seconds. Easy enough. I love this cocktail shaker, it works very well. Now we're going to strain it into 2 glasses. It doesn't say to use any more ice. Perfect. And now we're supposed to garnish this with slices of apple. I didn't purchase actual apple slices. I just purchased a single Granny Smith apple because that seemed honestly like it would be fine. Granny Smiths, if I do eat apples, I mean, I'm not really a fan of apples for the most part, or most fruits for that matter. But I feel like throughout history, whenever I've eaten apples, it's been a Granny Smith. So we got fresh apples, so that makes it even better, presumably. Alright guys, let's give this a try. It smells very familiar. It smells almost like a Jolly Rancher or something. Okay, that's an unusual taste. It's very sour. You can taste that it's very sour. It's a little bit sweet, I guess you could say, by alcohol standards. I mean, I've consumed worse than this. Don't get me wrong, I've consumed worse than this. I will say this is probably not something I would make again. I don't really like the combination of flavors here. It's very sour, I will say that. It's definitely more on the sour end, so if you're not a fan of sour stuff, I probably would not make this at all. I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. It's vodka, schnapps, vermouth, and apple. Not necessarily, like I said, something I would make again, but it's fine for what it is. If you like that sort of apple and sour flavor, you're probably going to be more enjoying of this drink. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell if you haven't already. And I will see you back here for the next recipe.